Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for Grade 1. We are learning Unit 4. Its title is Sharing is Caring. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation and worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is or modify it for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear children, today under the title of Language Focus, we are going to learn about one-syllable words. Before this, in your primer, you have learnt about syllables of words. I hope you remember. If not, you may watch this video lecture again. And in your Unit 3, I have taught you about vowels and consonants. Remember? So, we have learnt about consonants and vowels. This knowledge we are going to apply to find out syllable of words today. So before starting, let's recall what are vowels in English alphabets. Do you remember what are vowels? Okay, then say with me: A, E, I, O, U. These are 4 vowels in English alphabets: A, E, I, O, U. So total there are 26 letters. Out of 26, these 5 are vowels, right? Okay. So we learn to write simple one-syllable word with correct spelling and identify, recognize and articulate common 2 to 3 lettered sight words and words with common spelling patterns. These are our today's SLOs. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran, Surah Ibrahim, verse 24, have you not considered how Allah presents an example, making a good word like a good tree, whose root is firmly fixed and its branches high in the sky. Yes, my dear children, what this beautiful verse is telling us. A word is just like a tree. And a tree has its branches. What does a word have? It has letters. So we should utter, we should pronounce each and every letter clearly to make it a proper word, like branches make a tree. Right? So this beautiful example, from where we are learning? From Quran. So Quran teaches us everything. Now, my dear children, we are going to learn about syllables. So in a word or in a part of a word, a vowel sound. A vowel sound is called one syllable. And we just recalled what are vowels: A, E, I, O, U. There are 5 vowels. So when one vowel sound comes, now better listen carefully. It's not vowel letter, it is vowel sound. Because we know sometimes there are more than one vowel, so 2 vowels may give one sound, right? For example, in this word rain, there are 2 vowels, A and I. But we know when 2 vowels are walking, the first does the talking and says its name. So first vowel gives its sound and second vowels remain silent and it becomes one word, which is rain. Okay, we have learnt about it, so we are just recalling it. Book, there are 2 vowels but one sound, so it is one syllable word. B, this is how we pronounce words and we find out syllables. Okay, we are going to learn further and let's practice these words. Now you will look at the word carefully, spell it and say it. And when you say it, you will clap for its syllables. Okay, so how many vowel sounds? Let's first find out how many vowel sounds are there. 1. So how we'll pronounce this word? Door. How we'll say it? door. So it's one syllable word because it's one vowel sound, and one vowel sound makes one syllable. So this word is one syllable word. Are you clear? Okay, let's practice more. Say this word, shoe. Say this word, shoe. Teacher, kindly make the children to understand by clap your hand, and for one syllable there will be one clap. Shoe, shoe. So how many syllables are there? One. It's one syllable word. Again, my dear children, look at, there are two vowels, but we know these two vowels make one sound. That's why it's one syllable word, shoe. Now look at this word. How many vowels are there? E and I. Both are vowels. So when you say it, it will sound like pencil, pencil. So how many syllables are there? There are two syllables, pencil. All right? Okay. Purple, purple. How many syllables? Good. Two syllables, purple. Right? Bottle. Now look at syllables, look at vowels, and better it's sound. How do we break it in syllables? Bot for one syllable, for one vowel sound, and because of this bottle, like bottle, bottle. Okay, all right. Now look at this. What is this? It's a glass. So how do we say glass? Glass, glass. It's one syllable word. And what is inside the glass? What is in the glass? Water. And how do we say it? Water, water, water. So how many syllables? There are two syllables. Water. All right. Okay. So this is how better we find out, we identify syllables, and this is how we pronounce. And likewise, when we make proper syllables, this is how we spell the word correctly, right? So syllable is basically to learn the spellings and to pronounce the word correctly. Okay. So a unit of pronunciation having one vowel sound. Once again, it's sound, one vowel sound. With or without consonant is called a syllable. So let's practice this in your book. All of you open your book. This is question number 3. What you're going to do, first you will write the names of the given pictures with correct spellings. So better to write correct spelling. First look at the picture, say its name, and then spell it here. Write it here. Okay. So pause the video, complete this task in your book. Teachers, kindly assist the child, make them to understand how to spell correctly and help them wherever they need, but don't tell them spelling, let them find the spelling by themselves. So pause the video, complete this task, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. Okay, so the next thing we are going to learn is sight words. What are sight words? Sight words are common words that are recognized instantly. So what happens, better sometime a word appear in front of you, you need not to find to spell it, you just look at the word and say it. That is a sight word. For example, the, you say the or the, both are correct. It, and. So these words appear so often that the children recognize them by sight. You look at them and you say it. This is known as sight word. Okay. So it's time for activity. Your teacher will make flashcards of sight words, and teacher will show the flashcards and will say the words. So first you will make, teacher kindly, you will make words, flashcards, you will show it, you will say it, and then you will shuffle them and make the children to say these sight words. Okay, I'm giving you a list of sight words. You can follow it or you can make a list of your own. For example, it's here. The, are, am, who, you, of, red, if, sky, how, but, did. Okay, so this is a list for sight words. Make flashcards, save them, then shuffle the list and make the children to say it again and again. So pause the video, enjoy this activity, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, I hope you have practiced all these sight words. Good job. Now, teacher, you may place these flashcards in one corner and keep changing their place so that this sight word activity can carry on. So, there are more sight words. It's a list of sight words given in your book. You may also follow this list and make the children read it again and again in form of flashcards. Now you will shuffle these flashcards and make them to say this again. We have already done it. It's display time and it's time for your homework. Draw and color 3 common objects in your notebook and also write their names. Okay, beta, so why you are going to write their name? For correct spelling, to find out the syllables and to spell these words correctly. Here is a worksheet, my dear fellow teachers. This worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it, and kindly provide a printed worksheet to students for practice. And my dear children, what you are going to do? Better you are given a word bank. You will say the word, find out how many syllables are there. So write 1 syllable words over here and 2 syllable words over here. This is how you will complete this worksheet. So what we have learned today? We learned how to spell 1 or 2 syllable words. We identified and named some common objects in the pictures, and we identify and recognize and articulated 2 or 3 letter sight words. So in this way, we achieved our SLOs to write simple 1 syllable words with correct spelling, identify, recognize, and articulate common 2 to 3 lettered sight words and words with common spellings. So, are we done with it? Yes. That's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep learning and take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.